All right. Well, welcome everybody to this video of the contacts section. The contacts section in the software is kind of the lifeblood of this entire system or CRM. And we can get to the contacts through this sidebar here, list of menus. We go to the contacts kind of tab right here, click on that, and that'll bring up this interface. And it's made up of three panes. We have this pane right here that shows contacts information like details, demographic information, any other custom fields we want are included here. And then over here we have like a preview, well, not really a preview pane, but a chronological listing of all the communication that has taken place with this resident or client or referral source. So there'll be voicemails, emails, SMS, DMs from like social media. Everything is going to flow right into here. It's a unified inbox. And you'll get notifications too for other actions like DND enabled by the user. That's do not disturb. You'll get notifications if certain things failed, like a SMS message or an email, and you get the option to resend it, things like that. You can listen to voicemails right through here as well. And you can replay your calls. Every call, if you have call recording turned on, is logged in here. So there's a historical record of all the calls you or anybody else made with this client or resident. And then down here, you can compose and send SMS messages, WhatsApp messages, or emails. WhatsApp is only enabled if you have or pay for the additional the add-on service for WhatsApp. But otherwise, you can compose SMS messages down here. You can use like snippets for this. You can use custom fields for this. Let's see, here's a snippet right here. I don't have any pre-built in this section, but yeah, you can add attachments, choose from media library or system. You can insert emojis, you can request payments. This is the that custom fields area. Lists how many characters you have here, so you can tell how many segments you've used up. But yeah, and then you can send it or you can schedule to send. So sure you've entered a message here. Okay, and then you can have, see, this is where you can schedule your SMS to go out. So anyway, then an email, it's very similar. The composing pane is a little larger when you switch over to email. This is where it's going. This is your name and then your email address. You can turn on the carbon copy or blind carbon copy field so you can add email addresses here. Type in your subject and then you type in your message right here. So it's pretty straightforward. We have formatting options right here. You can change the font and add all other justification, bullet list, number list, bold, underlined, italics, things like that. And then there's even more formatting options right here. So you can also insert snippets here as well. Snippets are very powerful, very nice. You can pre-build a snippet and then insert custom fields. So when you pop in the snippet, it'll pre-fill all the customer's information over here in the custom fields that you've already included here, like first name, email address, business name, things like that. So yeah, it's pretty powerful. It makes it so you don't have to remember all that information. As long as you have it logged here, it'll pop that in here automatically. So again, you have a word count right here. This is where, of course, you pull in the custom fields if you want. Emojis, attachments, images, pretty much all your basic email composition tools. And you have the ability to schedule send here as well. So that is this second pane right here, or column, let's say. First column, second column. And moving on to the third column over here, we have the activity view. This shows a list of actions that this contact has performed. So they went and filled out the checkout form right here. And then up here we can see they filled out a form. This is the oh yeah, the checkout form right here. So it has all the information that they filled in on that. And then when you click on these hyperlinks, it actually takes you to the blank form. This icon right here actually shows what they submitted. So page visited right here. I'm not going to click on that because that would jump me over to the page. But if we click this, it shows that this is where they went. Source was a referral. Yeah, so anyway. And then if we click up here and move on to the tasks section, I don't have any tasks here currently, but if we hit the add button, we can easily add a task. So this is just a simple task management tool built into the contacts section here. We can give the task a title, call customer, give them a call, RE, whatever we talked about. So due date is, let's say tomorrow at 8 a.m. That's fine. Recurring task, no. Select the signee. I'll sign it to myself. Contact is 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗶𝗵. That's the contact we can see up here. Save it. And there it is. Call customer. We can check it off by hitting this right here, but I'm not going to do that. We could edit it. We could delete it, that kind of thing. There's ways you can filter up here. You can filter by the user. You can filter by whether it's pending or not, pending, completed, and you can filter by the due date as well. Ascending, descending, that kind of thing. Date added as well. So anyway, that's the task section. Notes is very simple, very straightforward. We could just simply add a note right here. So let's say we're on a call with them and we're taking notes as we're going, and we just fill this out, and then we can actually grab this little handle right here and stretch it out too if we want to see it in a larger format. Then we hit save, and it saves it, and we can add another note, and then save that one as well. So the notes just kind of stack up here. But anyway, you can filter for them, or you can sort by date created, ascending or descending. That's the only really sorting options you have there. This appointments section right here shows you what's coming up in as far as appointments go. And you can also add appointments here as well. So consultation calls, that's the calendar that it's going to go in. Appointment title, basic consult, team member, calendar default. You can choose that, or I can choose myself. And there would be other team members here that you could choose from. Time zone, default or custom. And here we've got the date and the time. It's going for a 45-minute duration. That's the what's set as the default in the calendar. Let's see, meeting location, calendar default, which I believe is an online Google Meet calendar or meeting designation, or we could say custom. We come down here and we can change it right here, or we can say full address, and then this is a custom field right here, but we can erase this and actually type in the address manually if we want. And then we can say whether it's confirmed or unconfirmed. So if the customer, as we're talking to them on the phone, we're filling this out, they can confirm, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there, and let's say it's just for the next day. That's fine. If we say unconfirmed, then we can set up some automations to send them reminders, the day before or what have you. So then we can say book appointment. Appointment booked, and there it is. Look at that. We can edit it, we can delete it, things like that. So let's say you wanted to change it to a different person instead of yourself. You could edit it and then make that change, resave it, and then it'll show up on that person's reminder. And if their calendars are synced via Google Calendar or Outlook, then they'll get reminders via that as well. Documents, this is a section that allows you to add documents. If they've got the, if you send them the admission documents via our document signing tool, just a PDF, with the signature blocks filled in there, that will show up here and you can review that here, but you can also manually add documents here. Let's say from a scanner or something, you've got some paper documents that you've accumulated from your the house, and then you want to scan them, and you can add them here. You can upload up to 10 different documents right here. Click this, select your documents, and then they would come in here, and then you just hit upload, and then they would show up over here. And then you could click on each one individually and review them. And yeah, so it's a handy, nice repository tied to the contact, and that way everything's synced and tied to the contact. Again, contacts are the lifeblood of this entire system here. So payments, this is one where you can see transactions, subscriptions, any outstanding invoices, and any outstanding estimates. So it's a handy area here that allows you to kind of view these in a quick, kind of a snapshot of what's happened here recently with this customer and their, billing. So, and under the actions drop down here, we've got add card on file, charge now. This is if they don't have a card on file and you want to add it. Let's say they have recurring transactions, and if you have the card on file, then it's easily billed to that. If you want to do a one-time charge, you can do that right now. Create a subscription. So you want to have products set up ahead of time to do that. Then you could add payment method, saved cards. That's where, if you have the card on file, you could utilize that. So other actions are create an invoice, manage cards, and create an estimate. So lots of options here for billing and transactions. And then associations is an area that will show you any relationships that this customer or client or resident has with, let's say, a social worker or another resident or something along those lines. Because in your list of contacts, you're going to have mostly residents and social workers or referral sources. So if this resident was referred by a certain referral source, i.e. a social worker or somebody working at a treatment center, you can tie that person to, or this resident to, that social worker. And that way you can quickly see, okay, yeah, this person was referred by so-and-so. So yeah, it's pretty powerful. So like if you're on a call, you can pop over here and you can quickly reference, the person that sent them to you. So anyway, here, if you tap on, or if you click on this phone icon here, it calls them. You can select messages and mark them as read, and then you could, filter for different activities in here. It's pretty powerful. Again, don't confuse this. This dials the contact, and this just opens up the dialer and lets you dial, whomever. So if you come down here, you've got a list of recents, you've got contacts, you've got keypad, voicemails. This is not enabled yet, but it'll be coming soon. And then the queue is not enabled yet, but that'll be a feature that's coming soon. So anyway, that is the contacts area. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line, and I will do my best to answer those quickly and get back to you. But hopefully this gave you a thorough understanding of this interface and how we can utilize it. Oh, one last thing. This area up here allows you to assign the resident to a particular user. This is handy when it comes time to look at, if you're looking at the pipeline and you want to see who's associated with whom, then that makes it a little bit easier because their face will show up on the different cards that as they're working through the pipeline. So anyway, that's it. Talk to you soon. Bye.